Look, you and I are constantly chasing power. Whether it's power in your career, power over your time, or power in your relationships. And today, we're going to steal that power playbook from the most disciplined, longest-running organizations in history, the Mafia. I'm not talking about cheap movie tropes. I'm talking about the pure, distilled psychological and business strategies they mastered. You might find these lessons uncomfortable, but they work. Get a notepad, because the last lesson, the bonus, is the one that will force you to finally be honest with yourself. Let's unlock this. Lesson 1. Your inner circle is your fortress, the Omertà. First, you must adopt the code of silence, the Omertà. In the civilian world, this means recognizing that secrecy is a competitive advantage. Think about it. How many times have you been burned by sharing your brilliant new idea too early, only to see someone else run with it? The mob understood that your most valuable asset is the information only your trusted people possess. This isn't just about not gossiping. It's about being mercilessly selective about who gets a seat at your strategic table. If someone on your team is a leaker, a complainer, a gossip, or someone who can't keep a secret, they are an active threat to your future. You are only as secure as your weakest confidant. Lesson 2. Build a system of mutual obligation, the favor debt. Lesson 2 is a complete reframe of networking, the art of the favor debt. Most people network by handing out business cards. The wise networker creates leverage. When you do something significant for someone, a major introduction, a huge assist, don't accept payment. Instead, tell them, you owe me one. This isn't manipulative, it's strategic. A paid transaction is closed. A debt of gratitude creates an invisible account of future value that you can cash in when you need it most. Mafia bosses understood that controlling a network of people who owe you is far more powerful than having a network you just pay. Stop asking what you can get. Start asking what high-value debt you can create. Lesson 3. The power of undeniable reputation. Lesson 3. Your reputation must be your heavy hitter. In their world, a reputation for swift justice meant they rarely had to lift a finger. They established a brand that was so clear, so unyielding, that their name alone closed the deal. What is your brand saying without you being in the room? Is it whispering reliable but cheap, or is it shouting dominant, high value, and necessary? You need to build a professional brand so potent that your competitors flinch when they hear your name. Your work quality, your word, and your reliability should be so absolute that your reputation does the work for you. The goal is deterrence, not confrontation. Lesson 4. Loyalty is a two-way contract. True loyalty is the only non-negotiable asset. This isn't about blind obedience. It's about a reciprocal, high-stakes contract. If you demand 100% loyalty from your team, you must provide 100% protection and support back. Think about your career. Are you constantly looking for the next best gig, or are you deeply invested in the organization that protects and promotes you? The longevity of the mob was based on this rock-solid internal contract. If you treat your best people like disposable cogs, they'll act like mercenaries. You must be the biggest champion and protector of your top talent to keep them fighting for your collective mission. Lesson 5. Quiet power is the loudest power. And the final, critical lesson, maintain the humble facade. The loudest person in the room is usually the weakest. The person who constantly broadcasts their success is asking for scrutiny. The people with true, deep-seated power operate quietly. They appear accessible, maybe even a little boring. They don't give away their whole game on social media. This allows them to be perpetually underestimated by their adversaries. Your job is to maximize impact while maintaining low visibility. Work in private, claim your victory in public, but never reveal the depth of your chess game. All right, this script was a little darker than usual, but the wisdom is undeniable. Which of these 5 lessons, the Omertà of secrecy, the favor debt, or the quiet facade, do you think is the hardest for people to master? Drop your answer in the comments right now. And if you're ready to build a life of true power, hit that subscribe button. The bonus lesson. You stayed. Good. Here's the final, brutal truth. You must be able to put business ahead of emotion. If a friend, a family member, or a longtime associate becomes a liability to the health of your mission or your business, you must cut the cord. No sentiment, no hesitation. In the long game of power, survival is the only morality.